this actually was worth it. Well, it would be if the game actually started. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you got the shit screen, but so have I, mate. If you've seen the last video, you'll see why. That's a little DVD bonus. Ooh, I tell you what, I need reading glasses to play this. Oh man. Playing Manic Miner with old eyes on a 5-inch screen. However, I have no idea if this will actually load if I turn it off. I might have to get my cat to sit on it in exactly the same place, so it's a pretty pixel perfect game anyway. Right, now that I'm here, I'm going to show you one thing. Right, this is the difference between the C64 version and any other version. You can't do that. Well, I fucked that up a bit, but yeah, look, you can jump one way and jump straight back. You cannot do that on any other version. Every other version will do this. And that is not arcade quality, I'm sorry. So, apart from the fact that the screen is only 32 out of 40 characters wide, and the music's a bit shit, but then it is an early game. Yeah, it's a really nice game. One of my favourite games of all time. And if this works again, when I unplug everything and take it downstairs, we shall see. I'll play it properly because I've got a zip stick here, as you can hear. Lovely micro switched little controls, including the fire buttons. I actually know how to do, oh fuck. See, the screen is so small. Don't moan about the shit quality. Your eyes are probably less shit quality than mine. See, I can't see. See that? If you jump too late, you're a bit screwed, really. Yeah. See, this is not how I play it now. I'm sitting at a funny angle on the floor. But don't worry, it will be worth it. Because this isn't actually a game review. There we go, there we go, there we go. See? How much air have we got? Oh, quite a bit actually. So don't fuck it up. Oh, I knew I'd fuck it up. So yeah, I mean, title music is annoyingly loud. This title page, in a way it's okay, in a way it's quite childish, doesn't inspire confidence, but Matthew Smith did make probably the best 8-bit platform game on any system in any part of the world with this release. Jet Set Willy is shit, this is fucking amazing. But yeah, now the actual purpose of this review, apart from me to have a go of Manic Miner on the zip stick, not necessarily on a tiny screen, I was taking some photographs, as you do, you know. So when you're 80 years old and you can't remember bugger all, then you like to have photographs, isn't it? So yes, make sure you back them up many times. If you have 4 hard drives, back up your pictures on all 4. You'll never regret it. Pictures don't take up that much space. Videos, nah, that's another issue. But yeah, the thing is, I'm decorating my house, as you can see. There's a hell of a lot of work to do still, and I'm still trying to work out a slight damp issue somewhere. I think it's one of the radiator pipes well under the floorboards. So, but it's not actually a problem in a room that actually has any floorboards. It's in another room. But anyway, the point is, if like me, you know, you've just got a fantastic house and you had to buy a shithole, you know, for financial reasons, plus you're going to do it up anyway because it was probably decorated in some horrible 80s style. The woman I bought this house from was 95, well, her children, but she was still alive, and there was nothing, you know, drastically wrong with her as such. She just was living in a care home, that's all. They didn't want to look after her, so they flogged the house. The house is still, you know, purchased for a 95-year-old woman. They didn't really do much in here, and they had a ZX Spectrum, so let's fill it with some SID sounds. There you go. Back in the early 80s, your house might well have looked like this if you'd bought one. And what would you buy, sir, to play games? A Commodore SX64. I don't know how much they were, but I know Commodore monitors were expensive, Commodore disk drives were expensive. So unless you planned on playing games specifically on tape for the loading music, because obviously disc games didn't have loading music until much later on the C64, if any. Sometimes it was just a title page, I'm not even sure. But the point is, see, that's annoying, that is. So, the point is, what would you get? Well, if you bought an SX64, you had a complete all-in-one unit. If you had eyes like mine in 1982, screen wouldn't have been a problem at all. I don't think you can connect this to a TV, although most TVs by even the early 80s, good branded ones, which if you were buying a Commodore computer instead of like an, I don't know, Mattel Aquarius or ZX81, you probably care about quality and you got a bit of money. But this is a machine you should get. You can play your cartridges on there, you can play your discs on there, the keyboard is fantastic, and basically you can store a few, well, if you want to lose a keyboard cable, but you can store you know, some things in the pocket. I don't know if you can store discs actually, just looking at it. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can store discs. Yeah, you can probably get about 10 or 12 discs in here. So you just have to put them in sideways, not the same way they go in the disc drive. So there you go, you could put your 12 favourite crack discs in there, and after you've done a bit of decorating, or before, or just when you're living in a house or you're doing loads of work, your SX64 is perfect. And as you've seen from the other videos and pictures, which I'll probably put into one thing, you can play C64 anywhere, sitting on the landing. Even if all the other rooms are being completely replastered by you at 1 meter a day, whatever. I'm not a professional plasterer. Yeah, so which is the best Commodore 64 computer to get? And what should you get with it? Well, that's a simple answer, sir. You get yourself a nice portable television, because you're obviously going to need a TV in your house. Back in the 80s, that was a thing. Had to have a TV with the, you know, the live 3 or 4 channels being aired over the RF input from the aerial. So get yourself one that's got composite video in and audio in, and wouldn't have cost you that much more unless you're buying the cheapest, shittest, unknown brand TV. A Sony, a Panasonic, a Hitachi, these would have composite video in by about 1984. So there, that's the machine you get, SX64, portable TV, job done, mate. And the whole lot probably cost you less than a C64, a 1541 and a 1701 monitor on their own. Because that was 200, about 280, that's 480, and I think the disk drive was either 250 or something like that. I don't think it was 200, not the Commodore one. So you're basically talking £730. Now I can't remember how much the SX64 was in this country. It might have been £600, but £150 would easily buy you a nice portable remote control TV with composite video in, for when your eyes were tired and you wanted to do a bit of pixel perfect Manic Miner. But here you go, and you're all going to be laughing your heads off or manically rushing to type in the comments, "You prick, it's all out of focus." Well, I don't know if it's out of focus or in focus. I'm not recording this in the toilet. I've already shown that on the pictures, and you've seen just how much pain in the arse it is to use real hardware. I hope you appreciate this. I've been messing about with this disc for quite a while, not just the video footage you see, but it just so happened it was a bit of a miracle when my little calico came and started investigating the SX64, and then after she'd completely mapped out the three-dimensional scent pattern of this machine, this odd thing that's just magically appeared in one of the hallways in my huge house, and then she sat on it and it finished loading and the iconic music started, and I thought, now we have to do something with that. That's just, no, the chances of that actually happening, because before that it just wouldn't load, and you'll see that in the video, and only a bit of it there. I had to mess about with this a lot because last night, this is the exact same machine that last night wouldn't bloody load anything. Definitely need a drive head cleaner, definitely. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and don't forget the best Commodore 64 platform is basically the SX64 for people like me. If you have a plush, already decorated house, magnolia walls, all that kind of stuff, then great, should have got a Commodore. Actually, I don't know what you should have got, probably just a C64 and a tape deck until the much later multiplayer games. Enjoy!